You've declared your candidacy for Katie Hill's seat.
Yes, I have.
Santa Clarita.
Santa Clarita, Simi Valley, Palmdale, those are really the big three cities in the district. It's a huge district.
Yes. Were you exploring that at that time, or was this so out of the blue?
So I've been considering running for Congress since 2018, actually. CNN even did a report on my floating the idea. We've been living in California now for a year and a half. We've had the privilege to live in this great state. I saw a lot of problems in this state, and I saw that now that there's momentum clearly behind me, I am vindicated in so many different ways. The media now really can't continue to distort the reality of what happened, not only to myself, to the president and others. There's clearly momentum behind there. I think it's the right time to run now, and as long as we do stay true to ourselves, because my wife, of course, as my rock and running along with me, I think we have a great chance of winning.
You see, if we were at CPAC instead of Hollywood here, you'd be the one on stage getting an award.
Well, you never know, because I might make an appearance at CPAC. We'll see what happens. I might be making an appearance at CPAC later this month. We'll see what happens.
That'll be nice. You have
from all over America. I think his problem is bipartisan. I think what he revealed is something that benefits every American from any political color. You know, like your own institution targeting for wrong reason is something that everybody should feel concerned about.
I've always said this. It was first the Democrats who were the targets of a intel agency run amok. People like Martin Luther King, others, they were the ones who were targeted initially. So this isn't a partisan issue. No American citizen should have their civil liberties violated. No president, after he's duly elected, should have to deal with what I call a coup. It's very clear what's going on is a coup. If you don't like a candidate, you don't like a president, vote him out. That's what the democratic process in this beautiful country is all about. You don't want Donald Trump? In 10 months, we have an election, vote him out.
I guess it's the price of democracy, accepting somebody you don't like.
Okay, so for people for whom you just came into the picture, running for Congress, and is that for November?
So our primary is actually coming up in early March. And so the primary is coming up in early March, and then it's for November, yes.
Okay. For people who aren't familiar with George Papadopolous, how would you, in a nutshell, characterize what brought you to such infamy and now such fame?
Oh, wow. I would have never thought in a million years, after doing my job advising two presidential campaigns the way I was. I first started working for Dr. Ben Carson. I then joined Donald Trump's campaign, and I found myself mirrored in probably the worst spying scandal in political history. I recovered from it. I exposed it. It's now being blasted all over the mainstream media, even the New York Times, and the president to this day is pounding his chest, expounding on what my allegations were. It's a great time for me, for my wife. We feel very recovered, and like I always said, I would not want what happened to myself and others on our campaign, or even President Trump, to ever even happen to a Democrat president, because it should be about the process in this country and America first.
So last year when you were here, and you said, well, listen, we weren't really hoping to talk about politics, but now it seems like all gloves are off. Things have gotten so polarized and so politicized. Hollywood, there in the Academy Awards tonight, two of the speechwriters were former Clinton and Obama speechwriters. Right? So who knows what they're going to say from the bully pulpit?
I'll let her answer this one because she's actually in the industry now in Hollywood. So what are your thoughts on the Hollywood politicizing?
My thoughts is that I think there is a big stigma they put on Hollywood, which is a blue stigma. But I believe that opinions are shifting, and that's not about embracing a color, but participating to the truth and accepting the truth about what happened, and not demonizing somebody who thinks differently from you, because there is nothing less liberal than discriminating someone by their political opinion. And I was I had a stigma on me being married to him. Oh, you are a huge Trump supporter, or you don't fit in Hollywood. You will have a hard time. And then I said, no, I believe Hollywood is liberal enough to accept and embrace people for who they are, and this difference in opinions, political opinions, doesn't make anybody bad or good. I mean, I think it's a basic observation, but it's what I think we're coming to now.
Well, you were hoping that they'd be liberal enough in embracing other ideologies. How do you feel we're at now?
I think that the president will be reelected, and I think it would be absurd and actually suicidal for Hollywood to continue this attack against Donald Trump when he's reelected, because I could understand for the first 2 years you had the Russia hoax, then you go through impeachment, and clearly the elites in Hollywood have a problem with Donald Trump. But when he's reelected, I think even the independents and Democrats are going to say, change your material now. There's more to examine than Donald Trump. He's doing a great job for America, objectively. Give him a chance. He's a good guy, and you shouldn't be so hard on him. That's my opinion. That's why I think it's in Hollywood's interest to finally change.